So the next one is the integral. Sorry, the next one is the. So if you are given y equal to arc sec of bx over a, we're asked to find the derivative. So we'll make bx the subject of formula. So sec goes here to be sec y. So if I make x the subject of formula is now a over b sec y. So we differentiate, since I have x and I have y here, I differentiate x with respect to y. So which is a over b. If you differentiate sec is tan sec, so tan y sec y. And again, from our Pythagorean identity, should remember that 1 plus tan squared y is sec squared y. And we are given sec, so we need to convert tan to sec. So we need to convert tan. So if I now convert this a over b, making tan y the subject of formula here. Okay, let me first write sec. It's commutative. Tan y sec y is the same thing as sec y tan y. Y tan is now equal to sec squared y minus 1. Do you get? I made tan the subject of formula here, which is now sec squared y minus 1 on its square root. So I now repeated this in this, but I now decide to write tan in terms of sec. So we'll continue. We have that the x dy is a over b sec y square root of sec squared y minus 1. So dy dx is now equal to b all over a sec y square root sec squared y minus 1. So we need to substitute. We'll go back. If you see bx over a is sec y, because whatever that we get must be in terms of x. So we substitute sec y as bx over a. Which this is bx over a, this a, square root bx over a all squared minus 1. So which is a bb. So we have 1 over square root, that's x square root. This b. Okay, we'll just write this here. So we have dy dx is now bbaa. So I have 1 over x square root b squared x squared over a squared minus 1. So we can still simplify further. This is LCM of a squared LCM of a squared. I have b squared x squared minus a squared all in square root. This x 1 over. So square root of a is square root of a squared is a. So you get, so 1 over. So the answer will be a over x times b squared x squared minus a squared. You get square root of a squared is a. So I have x square root of this over a. So this reciprocate. 1 over that is now a over. So example, if someone asks you to evaluate someone to ask you to evaluate d over dx of sec inverse of maybe 7x minus 5. So the answer is now, if you compare, our a is 5 and our b is 7. So I have 5 over x square root of 7 squared x squared minus 5 squared, I think. So that's it. So which is 5 over x square root of 49 x squared minus 25. So once you know the formula, that's the formula you just derived, is very easy. So the next one is the derivative of cots. So we're asked to find, if you are given y equal to cots inverse of bx over a. So the next thing is, first thing we have to do is to make bx the subject of formula. So bx over a, the subject of formula, is cot y. And if I solve for x, is now a over b cot y. So we differentiate x with respect to y. And if you differentiate, cot y is minus cosec squared y. So we have minus cosec squared y. If I reciprocate, dy dx is now b over, okay, then decide to make the minus b over a cosec squared y. So I reciprocated. So the next thing is now to convert, because we are not given this. So we use our Pythagorean identity. So but from our Pythagorean identity, 1 plus cot squared is cosec squared. So do you get? So we need to write, because we are giving cot, we are not giving cosec. So we now write cosec squared in terms of that, which is now a times 1 plus cot squared y. You get? I replace this with that. And again, we are not, what we are given, if you see, this is x, so we need to come back to x, and we have that cot y is bx over a. So wherever I see cot y, I call it bx over a. So all squared. So which is minus b over a, this a squared LCM, a squared plus b squared x squared. I found the LCM. So an a squared, this remaining one a squared here, so goes up. So I have minus ab over a squared plus b squared x squared. So that's the derivative of cots. So if someone asks you to evaluate d over dx of maybe cot minus, and that's a cot of maybe 6x over 5. So the answer is just, this is equal to our a. If you compare, the a is 5 and b is 6, so the answer is minus 5 times 6 over 5 squared plus 6 squared x squared, which is minus 30 over 25 plus 36x squared.